With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
Hey, good afternoon. New high as we're going live here. What did about a 50,800. Liking that action. In front of us is a 5-minute Bitcoin. And as you know, he's looking for Elliott wave. Basically looking for a blue wave 5 to end up here, which would be a part of a green wave 3. We're at 50,850 high. I was looking more for maybe, I'm showing 51.2, maybe as high as 52. So staying long, even though our technometers are overbought, but they're coming off a little bit. So, so far so good. If we look at Bitcoin USD chart I've been showing, we're still hopefully finished the backup. We're in a markup phase here. That's why the overbought technometer, we wasn't selling out too quickly. We'd like to see further strength and then sideways or pullback before continuing higher. So again, looking for something maybe around 52,000, maybe a pullback to 47 again, and then hopefully onward and upward. But we'll worry about that as we go along here. We've got not much else on the crypto really to update. Alts are trying to come alive here. Our Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index, let's look at that real quick. That gave us a buy at the 40 technometer. Actually, it has taken out the previous high here, which is good for the chart. And then technometer here is 48.45. Again, after giving us a buy on the day of the break, perfectly giving us a buy there. So happy with that. Ethereum USD. What up, Alexander? Let's give you a wrench here. Here's Ethereum USD consolidated. Majority of exchange volume on this chart, which you must have. 9-month chart. Ethereum 34.55 to 34.60. Litecoin 173.66. What up, Tree Man? 46.98 on Ethereum. Definitely could break out here, so I'd like to see that thing up more around 3,600 possibly, then maybe a little bit of a pullback. I think I'm going to try to quickly do kind of my usual show of showing crypto stocks, going over the wave counts, etc. And then we'll follow it up with individual crypto and stock requests. Software is working perfectly on the cryptos. We have added all symbols I believe that people want us to add, and I'll continue to add to that. And we also can go over some stock charts. So now let's go over to the stock equity side, where most of my background is. Here's a 9-month chart, Wyckoff wave growth on yesterday's sell-off. You can see here, technometer was oversold. We mentioned that. We were saying that we thought stocks would turn higher. That has happened today. We got a big rally on the Dow, nice rally in NASDAQ, S&P. So It looks like maybe, I mean, we did break the uptrend here. We did break the uptrend in the SPY. So this rally might be over, but it looks like nothing else. Even on Wyckoff wave growth, it'd be nice to see a rally maybe up to 82.20, 82.50 to correct the recent decline. And then we'll reevaluate. But I still think higher on stocks, which, as I said, helps crypto. So everything's working perfectly for us at the moment. 9-month SPY chart. Again, looking for a bounce. Could do a flat correction here, so possibly could get a move up to this previous high here at 445. Then maybe reevaluate. QQQ, which is a lot like our Wyckoff Wave Growth Index, but constructed a little bit differently. You can see here, got below the oversold line of the downtrend, so it was due for a bounce. You can see technometer, lower right green circle, was oversold. Why we hopefully got the bounce today. Those lows really shouldn't be seen. Yesterday's lows should hold if we're headed higher. So key off of those. Everything looks good. TLT, as I mentioned in my week in review, which is free sign up at wyckoffsmi.com. We'd had the technometer, had the green oversold, and I'm going to go ahead and mark it here. Yesterday, we went to overbought, which is I was showing on my week in review. So, and then today we've got a sharp downtrend, almost getting to new lows for the move. This chart does look lower. I thought we'd try to bounce maybe a little bit more before turning lower, but that technometer went to overbought quickly. So we could still be in trouble on bonds. If bonds head lower, TLT heads lower, interest rates heads higher, that might hurt our growth stocks. So we got to be careful with that. That could be what drags NASDAQ still lower. GDX, let's show that here real quick. I've been looking for a bounce in GDX. So we are doing that today, but nothing to write home about. Dollar, I'd like to be short. Technometer is 48.63, which if you've been following me, you know that I was waiting for it to get overbought before we get short. Could be an upthrust here, which is what we're watching for. So might be getting short the dollar here soon. If the dollar does top out here, that's going to ignite crypto again. So if we look at this chart, if we could possibly go to new lows on this chart, which would be the dollar below like 89, then that would take crypto to 64,000, maybe to 100,000. So we will want to watch that. Microsoft, let's look at that real quick. Got slapped yesterday, coming back today. New high here for the last week, so that chart definitely looks better. Looks like we could still continue higher. So we're happy about that. Let's go back to, here's the stocks on my Yahoo page. Dow up 453, NASDAQ up 240. Again, I think there's higher to go. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Now there's the Bitcoin chart. It's a little bit, I got a lot going on here. We'll go to a different one in a minute. But you can see here we're a little bit of sideways here between 52 and 47. Then probably still up to new highs for the since August. Something maybe up there 56, 57,000. Maybe another pullback. But a lot further to go on the upside. Again, this is the count that we was looking at. So we're right here at 50,500, maybe run up to 52 or something up in there. Have a pullback to 47.48, reset my technometer to neutral to oversold. If that would happen, then we'd be ready for a run to 54,000. So that's our preferred count. That's what we've been showing. We had the buys down there at 31, what was it, 31,820 is where we was doing some buying. That would have been right around here. And then we had the buys at 41.6, which is there. So again, we were buying the spring or the test, and we was buying the backup. Logical points to be entering versus Wyckoff. Here's ADA. We mentioned chart looks good. Some of these would be nice if they'd finally come alive. So same thing on BAN, BNB. Some of the names we've been in. SOL down today actually 2%, 3%. Chart still looks pretty good. Zen on the software looked pretty good here, up $1.88. Let's go back to going to go back to Bitcoin USD consolidated. We're going to go to a 5-minute chart for the last 3 months, showing price and volume off of the majority of exchanges. So this is a true reading for volume. There's the 3-month, 5-minute Bitcoin USD. Volume's going to load below. All right, there we are. Let's drag this down here a little bit and expand it. The good thing is here you can see the volume is following the rally, which is what we want here. That's why the technometer is overbought, because volume is behind this rally. Some of the rallies in the past, volume wasn't following up. So I do like the idea that volume is staying strong here. Again, that keeps the technometer overbought, but in a bull move, you're going to have that. So not a problem for me at the moment. So to recap for anybody new in here, we got 250 people. Stocks made a low yesterday. I think they're headed higher. They're going to keep risk on, which keeps Bitcoin going higher. Bitcoin's 50,800, just made a new high for the day. Ethereum 34.77. Litecoin 173.78. So I think crypto continues higher. Stocks continue higher. Bullish both. So that kind of wraps up what I wanted to do. Now we will go back over chat box here. We're going to bring up some requests here. You know what? 1 inch is not in my software. Let me double check. I'm just... No, so I will add that RAM next time we're on here. Here's XTZ USD consolidated. What's up, Paul? H-bar I'll get to. Here's 9-month XTZ USD. Look a little up thrusty today after having the last 2 bars here. I would think it could hold here and kind of a backup to a creek, still work higher. Technometer 46.31. I would think that XTZ's been strong. I would think it would continue. I'm going to load XTZ USDT. Again, do the 9-month. If you know anything about Wyckoff, I mean, that could be jump across the creek and a backup. Since I am still bullish, I would think that one could hold here and still try to work higher. Near, I did add to the software this morning. Let's wait for the Wyckoff indicators to load at the bottom on this XTZ tether. Same thing, technometer on 46. So I think we can go higher. Let's look at SOL real quick. SOL USD consolidated. Technometer 47.21. Let's go back to the 9-month. I'd mentioned this down around 30 and 40. Nick took, I believe, a double out of it. He's also long again at 120, caught the day of the low. We're still long this. We still think higher. Nothing concerning on the chart for me. So again, Nick and I are both long. We're expecting higher. Near USD consolidated. I'm trying to get some more sectors built. That's my next job with the software here is what we're looking to do. Let's go back to 9-month near USD. Nihal, you're welcome. Let me give you a wrench. Obviously, you're a supporter. Here's near USD consolidated. Again, you're going to see on some of these charts, I'm showing the technometer green line at the bottom is a 38 level on most of these charts. I'm showing when it touched that. Then I'm showing green circles on the charts at the same time, showing if you were looking at the technometer where these markets are oversold, looked like they could turn higher. It's kind of picked pretty decent 5 lows in near in the last 9 months. No real other strong indications on the chart. It is overbought here like Bitcoin and everything else. So I'd probably key off that last low. We shouldn't be back anywhere near 640 if we're headed higher. FTM, I believe that's in here. Yep, FTM, Tether. 362 viewers, appreciate it. Here's FTM Tether, 9-month. Nice buy at the lows in July. Nihal, all I can tell you for learning accumulation distribution, you need to go to wyckoffsmi.com and take one of our courses. There is a beginner Wyckoff Unleashed at $350. Full course is $1,000. There's also a $350 course or $300 course at learncrypto.io. That's Wyckoff and crypto. Again, here's FTM. That 38 level gave us a buy one day before the low on FTM. 45.27. So again, I'm bullish, so I think still higher. XRP, USD. Let's go back to the 9-month. It looks like we also, software did pretty well on that one. I'm trying to get these charts cleaned up. I don't think, it doesn't appear I put the dots actually on the chart here. We're going to look at this one anyway. Did give us a buy here. Last buy was September 19th on that break to 92. Technometer 48.5. So again, I would hope some of these things will come alive. We should have a day here where alts kick some butt and head higher. That's what we're going to be waiting on. Right. Nick says, Nick's my partner in the Discord. They're under Stunner D for anybody new. If you go to learncrypto.io and also a member of our $40 a month patreon.com/learncryptodiscord, you get a 25% discount. Let's go back to CRV, USD, Tether, 9-month. Trying to make some more notes here of what you're asking for. Here's CRV USDT. Bitcoin holding here at the highs. Thank you very much. Okay, technometer 46.18. Right at that number in August, around $1.90. Gave a buy about $1.41 back on June 21st. OP looks pretty good here with some volume coming in on the August-September rally. So CRV, I think, still higher. Doji. I think everybody that's asking for charts here, I think we got everything. All right, Doji, USD, consolidated. Again, for any new people, software's bringing in volume from basically all major exchanges and consolidating the volume. Got to have that if you're doing any technical analysis. All right, here's Doji USD consolidated. You can see here, even recently, I'm showing in the blue that the volume hit new lows while price held. Somebody was buying Doji around that 20-21 cent level. Didn't get an oversold technometer because it was holding well. We did have a buy in Doji around 18 cents twice. June 20th, July 15th. So we've had a good move last 2 days. Technometer's 48.27. Should continue higher, I would think. So Doji looks all right. Hold on a second. You guys are throwing quite a bit at me, but I think I got them all. All right, Doji, let's done with that. Let's look at DOT. DOT USD consolidated. Looks like a few buys in the past on DOT, nothing recently. I do have TEL on the list here. We will get done. We will do TEL. All right, same thing here recently. DOT has a new low on the volume while price is holding. Technometer did come down almost, oversold September 19th. I would think that low at 25.50 or so should be able to hold this thing. I probably would key off actually that 26.15 low. Hopefully ride this thing higher. ICX USD. Appreciate it, Brandon. Again, we're going to try to build more sectors. We're going to try to do more of the Wyckoff method here, maybe on some live shows showing, looking at the general trend, looking at outperforming sectors, and looking at outperforming coins. That's what we're supposed to be doing per Wyckoff. Technometer 46.7 on ICX. I haven't looked at this chart much. Looks like around 33 the technometer likes to bounce off of. It did that at $1.50. So little lower volume issue will give me a wider band on my technometer, where maybe 32, 34 is a buy. You can see on the upside here we're looking at 62. So again, on the low volume coins, you got to expand my 38 buy 50 sell to wider numbers to catch it. ADA USD consolidated. 9 month, we got the Wyckoff labels on this thing. Actually, a lot of coins are going to look this way. We just need acceleration here. ADA down there at 202 or so, and I mentioned you could buy it. That needs to hold if we're headed higher. Because we've had, once again, OP as shown in the blue arrows, hitting new lows while price is holding with an oversold technometer. That's set up for September 19th. Down at $2 is perfect. But we need to hold that. Here is Ray USDT Binance. ENJ, I got that one in the software. I just put that in. Appreciate it, Joe. Ray USDT. Not much to show here. OP underperforming a little bit on the volume. Really low priced here for Ray USDT Binance. I think that's the main exchange. So I can't give much help. We had a buy around 12.21, which would give you a $1.30 loss or so. Might have to look into that a little bit more. Let's go to TEL. This is going to be TEL USDT Qcoin. Some of these have lower volume, so and not many exchanges. I believe that's the point on TEL. PKEX will not be in the system. I don't know that one. VET I will show. Here's TEL USDT Qcoin, technometer 48.27. You can see new low on OP. Price held. I would key off that 0.0145 low. We've had 2 buy signals off the technometer. Again, look for higher. AVAX USD consolidated. Bitcoin holding at 50,800. Who's your daddy? Let's look at AVAX Tether. AVAX a little weaker here the last 3 bars. Let's look at that. Patreon.com/learncrypto, $40 a month. You get Nick and I. Nick's killing it on farming, staking, you name it. AVAX 9-month tether. You can see here a couple buys at the lows. 3 buys showing on the chart here. Recently, we've had new low in the OP as the blue arrow or the blue line, and price holding dramatically higher. So I would think this thing could find itself here and continue higher. I am going to run a disclaimer in a minute. You guys are getting me. Okay, OGN, I got to add that to the software. Do not have that one. Icon, I do not have in software. Here's what I want. Here's SHIB USD consolidated. Cool, Brandon. Now here's SHIB, which the chart only goes back, what is it, like 90 days? Can't give us much help. I think I was looking at SHIB USDT. Yeah, here is SHIB Tether at Binance. Interesting here, just in the last few weeks, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but you can see here, volume went to minor new lows while price was holding higher. Again, that's a bullish divergence that we look for. Like to see an oversold technometer. You can see here we did register 40 point, right around 40. Right here where we're starting to turn up. So now we're 52.8 overbought. I don't know what the news is on SHIB. I do not trade that one, but I would think probably could still try to go a little bit higher, but I would be careful on that one. That'll keep you up late at night. Here's Link. Let's go back to the 9-month. Bitcoin holding at the highs. Looks like it wants to spurt higher. Again, we're long from 31,820, 41,6 after selling a little bit higher. So still bullish stocks and crypto for anybody late to the broadcast. Now on the lows here, 38.7 looks like was a buy on Link at $21. We also had a buy of July 19th on that break to new lows. So again, what we've been doing to help people out, put in a horizontal green line down here at the lows. And then show the buy points off of that just for future reference. There was a touch. The next touch. That's the 2 touches for that line. There was almost another touch. Let's call it right here at 1743. So once again, Link needs to hold here and head higher. Needs to get going like some of these alts need to do. Let's look at VET. Bitcoin 50,900 at the highs. Nice when a plan comes together. Let's give Prob Hat, we're going to give you a wrench. You're welcome. What up, Ocean? Long time no see, maybe in here. Now, Bill, give you a wrench. What up, Rico? All right, here's VET. Not happy with the underperformance on the August rally and the pullback. Did get a buy down there at 38 though. That magical number. There's 38. There's the touch. Right there. Had another touch at the day of the exact low. Had another touch the day before the low. So we'll take that on VET USD. Again, should head higher still. 45.1. Volume not coming in very strong. Wouldn't be one of my favorite coins. PKEX, UNFI, people ask for that, do not have that. Hex, I've got to add. I don't know the symbols to bring that up in my software. Waiting on my developer to tell me. So don't have that one either yet. Here's ENJ, USD consolidated. What up, Uncle Donnie? You're late, but you're here. What up, Frank? Yeah, Hex has had a hell of a run. New high Bitcoin for the day. If stocks continue higher, I don't know. Bitcoin maybe could be with us here for a little bit. Here's ENJ dollar, 49.33 technometer. Nothing. Technometer looks like around 39 is the low point. Haven't really picked that level up again. Let's look at ENJ USDT. Maybe it's a little different. Here, obviously, I do have a buy signal here showing on this chart. Let me see where that showed up at. Can you check Nifty? What is Nifty? Not how. Here's ENJ Tether. Gave us a buy. I keep losing my crosshairs. That was a buy on September 19th, around $1.36. Volume just kind of sideways. Technometer 49.50. Trying to get above previous bar's high. Same thing, still higher. Indian Stock Index I do not have in my software. Actually, we're working on that. I'm working on China at the moment. We do have a China website trying to launch. We got Andy over there holding it down in China for us. Let's go back to Hex. Again, not in my software, trying to get it in there. But that's been a big run here. Frank's been on that, I got to believe, from maybe day one. There's the daily on Hex. Go back to the 4 hours, a little cleaner. Nice bull run. Looks like a pork blaster ready for another run. Maybe it's finally tiring because it is underperforming a hair here, considering. So we'll have to watch that. I'm going to go back and grab Algo real quick. I don't think I did this one. Let's do Algo dollar. Bitcoin staying on the high. I write a weekend review free every Sunday night, wyckoffsmi.com. Sign up for that. It's free. Quick overview of stocks, bonds, metals. Nothing really crypto related. If you want crypto buys and sells, patreon.com/learncrypto. If you want us to manage your stocks or crypto, email me at tbutterfield@wyckoffsmi.com. Algo, again, a couple buys at the lows, down there around 76 cents, 74 cents, technometer 46. Most of these charts are somewhat looking the same. I key off that $1.56 low, be long. Right now, Dow up 446, NASDAQ 214, so sideways there while Bitcoin's continuing higher. Gotta love it. And there's Bitcoin 5-minute, continuing to work higher. Again, I've had these set here, but I'm going to take them a little bit higher. I think we're headed still higher, so we'll give this a little bit more room. Our technometers are overbought, so we could turn down at any time, but I think support back there at this previous blue wave 4 at 46.8. Let's go back to what matters here for what we do. Bitcoin USD consolidated. Technometer is around 49. Anybody new, this has a Wyckoff labeling on it. But we had a 3-year accumulation that ended back there at 10,000, which has still higher objectives. That's what we're really keying off of, I think. This is just reaccumulation in the uptrend. While everybody was totally bearish at 28.5. We stayed bullish because volume was hitting new lows while price was holding and we was oversold. Technometer 51. So again, that is a sell or at least slow up. So somewhere here we are going to slow up. But if this backup is correct, we're ready for markup. So this is where you don't really want to, you might want to fade the overbought technometer, which is what we've been doing. That is a little bit scary, but we are doing it. Because you don't want to miss the bulk of the rally, because it will happen while we're overbought probably. Here's Bitcoin Tether. Technometer is going to be a little bit higher, I believe. Then we're going to look at Bitcoin Bitfinex, which we follow. A little more volatile. It was at 57 technometer 3 or 4 days ago. And 48.9 on Bitcoin Tether. So it's still a little bit more room there. Near overbought. Price action looks good. And last but not least, Bitcoin Dollar Bitfinex. Kind of gives us a head up beforehand because it is volatile. You can see the buys and sells marked. We did fade the second red sell. The third sell up at 50 we didn't take, which we should have. We did go up to 52.78, 52.9 as you know. But then we got a big ABC down. On the ABC down, we had 2 buy signals off of that. Technometer 54.5, which is extreme overbought. So again, higher risk to be long here. But we're long from lower levels, so we're going to take that risk for now. Let's go back to Rico. I don't know whether I added, can't remember. I thought I did. Yep. LCID. I know it's what you're looking for. If you're still in here, what's up? There we are on LCID. And again, let's clean this chart up real quick. Got the labelings on here. I thought maybe the rally 2 weeks ago was a sign of strength. We're having a last point of support. I would have liked better action today, but the LP is hitting new lows for the move. That shows major selling volume coming in on the 5-minute chart, while price is holding the shakeout. Normally that is a bullish divergence. So I want to show that real quick. So there we are. For what it's worth, I think you could be long that still. I'd have a stop at the low of the shakeout, a little bit above that probably. That is pretty deep. I really don't want to see that below 20, really. But there you have it. So I'm going to go so I'm ready for the stock closing if I need to do any trades. Bitcoin right at the high, 50,915. Ethereum 34.74. Litecoin 173.75. Still higher stock, still higher crypto. Let me run my disclaimer and I'll be right back.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
Do your own research, not individual investment advice. New high Bitcoin. H bar you did miss, or I missed it, or let's go back and catch H bar. I know a lot of people like that. Credible Crypto has been all over that. H bar, dollar, consolidated. Let's look at that, Bob. I don't think I had any good indicators on this. Let me see here real quick. Appreciate it, Nihal. All right. 38 on the technometer gave us a couple kisses. June 12th, around 20. April 24th, around 24. Volume did come in on the rally, actually to new highs, just like H-bar did. A little deep in the last month, but I still like the action. Don't want to see 30 again. But I would think H-bar still is higher. You're welcome, Steve. Bob, Mike, let me look at OMG, then I'm going to get out of here. OMG, USD consolidated. We talked about that down there at 10, that it would lead us higher because it was so strong. Went to 18, through the all-time highs back from May, or not all-time highs, but the high in May. Big volume on the green bars, so I don't think it's done, but it could be due a rest. I would think it'd hold in here and still try the upside, maybe do a triangle. So technometer 46, I mean, just volatile around the previous May high, I'm sure there at 1550. I don't think it'll collapse. All right, Bitcoin knocking off 51,000 as we speak on the highs of the day. There we are, 51,000. Who's your daddy? 51,177 now. Stay here for a mini explosion. 51,222. Ethereum 3486. Litecoin 174.25. There's 51.3. Looks like we printed. Maybe got a 51.4 out. Again, we are staying long. Stocks look higher. Crypto, I would think, still goes higher. I'm going to run a couple commercials as normal for patreon.com/learncrypto, 40 bucks a month. The month just started, so get in there. Also going to run an ad for our private client group where we manage clients' assets. If I get any big movement after that, I'll come back. Otherwise, I'm done for the day. So have a good one. Safe trading.
Warren Buffett, American investor, business tycoon, and one of the wealthiest people in the world, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." But how is that possible? Well, knowledge is power. In 2020, it is no longer news that cryptocurrencies are the currency of the digital future. Bitcoin's stability amidst unprecedented global economic impacts from COVID-19 has proven once again that crypto is here to stay. Learning how to trade, when to trade, and where to trade crypto assets can make the difference between success and failure. At LearnCrypto.io, we offer a pathway to sustainable and lifelong wealth by helping open-minded beginners and experienced traders navigate the thin ice of the cryptocurrency markets. Live shows, interviews, coin reviews, fundamental analysis, predictive trading bots, and open chat access to a community of real traders. These are just a few of the benefits you'll receive with a membership on patreon.com/learncrypto. Sign up today if you strive to build yourself a brighter tomorrow.
Are you intrigued by cryptocurrency, but just aren't sure how you can get started investing? Maybe you are simply too busy to trade your own cryptocurrency account since it is 365 24/7. Don't hold back any longer. With LearnCrypto.io, you can have a seasoned professional show you how. Todd W. Butterfield is a leader in trading with numerous real money trading successes to his name over the years. He owns LearnCrypto.io, the original Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, WyckoffSMI.com, as well as the Black Bay Group, a registered investment advisor. He has also created state-of-the-art software, consolidating over 100-plus crypto exchanges volume, as well as his own Wyckoff proprietary indicators. With today's stressful and busy lifestyles, isn't it time you considered having a knowledgeable investor manage your crypto account? In these unprecedented times, it is the perfect season to seriously consider LearnCrypto.io's private client group and add cryptocurrencies to your investment portfolio.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard D. Wyckoff. Anyone who is interested in the stock, option, or commodity markets is most likely to find my life and teachings to be of great interest and value. I was born November 2nd, 1873. At the age of 15, I had my first job as a stock runner on Wall Street, and by age 25, I had opened my first brokerage firm. I was one of the pioneers in the study of the tape and included volume studies in all my market operations. This volume and its intraday studies is what set me apart from the rest of the market gurus. There was a point that my buy and sell following was so big that it became a powerful part of the daily market. It was at this time that I became known as one of the titans of technical analysis. But all along, my lifelong endeavor was to pass on my accumulated wisdom to others. With that in mind, in 1907 I created the Magazine of Wall Street. At its height, the Magazine of Wall Street had over 200,000 subscribers. That's over 200,000 investors who wanted my thoughts on the current market conditions and trends. Finally, in 1931, I decided to take all my knowledge that I had learned about the stock market and create the Richard D. Wyckoff course of stock market science and technique. I was able to create something that established a new standard of practice in the public stock market operations. I did not claim any monopoly of stock market knowledge, but up to that time, no one else seemed willing to be so frank in offering to the public the most intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the stock market. The good news is that even though I created the Wyckoff Stock Market course back in 1931, the course has been maintained and updated throughout the years and is available to you today. Over 90 years later, my course is still available for investors and traders that want to learn the secrets to the stock market and can be found right now at WyckoffSMI.com.
All right, back for a second. Bitcoin still at 51.2. Ethereum a little bit higher. Right now, 34.91. Litecoin 174.11. Not doing much. No big action here. Pretty good green bar, but we're holding the gains. So I don't have much more to add. If anyone else got a question, otherwise I'm going to close up. 4 minutes to go on the stocks. I don't really have anything I have to do. We got Dow coming off a little bit, 350. NASDAQ 183. Again, a little sell-off in stocks. If we look at that, you see a little bit of sell-off over here, lower right. Hasn't hurt crypto. Bitcoin right near the highs. So Bitcoin continues to outperform, continues to be risk on. Looks like it has higher to go. So that's all I got. Catch you tomorrow for getting big action.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight. Let's see.